There was a destiny that had to be fulfilled, even if it meant stealing him. Destiny? There's no such thing as destined theft. You keep talking about destiny. What about our friendship? We've known each other since elementary school. Friends support each other's happiness. What's with you? You steal my boyfriend and you can't even say a proper sorry. I said sorry, didn't I? Not for stealing my boyfriend. That's not what you apologize for, Mary. I apologized in my own way. What more do you want? A real apology would be nice, not your backhanded comments. What? I apologized, isn't that enough? We've been childhood friends and grew up together, but you're sorry for being so pretty, and sorry for being so loved. Just sounds like you're bragging. You're overthinking it. That's just how I talk. No, that's how you've started talking since high school. You never used to be like this. Wow, Sarah, you're so negative. If you say an apology isn't really an apology, maybe that's why he decided he liked me better. It's that kind of attitude. Your level of passive-aggressiveness is so high, I'm more amazed than angry. I was lonely too, you know. Remember how close we used to be? Don't try to guilt-trip me now. We were together through middle school, but then we went to different high schools. And even though I wanted to go to the same college, we ended up at completely different universities. That's because you were in liberal arts and I was in sciences. We were aiming for different things, and our grades were different too. You didn't have to point out the grade difference. You always have to remind everyone you're smarter, don't you? That's not what I meant, and you know it. Sure, you had better grades, but in situations like this, it's hard for the person with lower grades to match the higher one. So, the person with better grades should have matched the lower one instead. That makes no sense. We each chose our own paths. Well, I chose him as my path now. Even with different schools, we still hung out regularly. Yeah, that's why we were able to arrange that double date so quickly. I didn't know that double date was all planned out for you to steal him from me. As if silly little me could plan something like that. Drop the act. I know you better than that. What act? I'm always just being myself. You've got some nerve. I heard that guy you brought to the double date, claiming he was your boyfriend, wasn't even your boyfriend at all. You were probably targeting my boyfriend from the moment you heard I was dating someone. Don't flatter yourself. I wouldn't target someone just because you got a boyfriend. I only got interested when I heard he was in the economics department at your college. So you admit you were targeting him. Your university has high standards, and economics. I thought there was a chance he might become a CEO someday. What kind of shallow thinking is that? But I was right. When I met him and talked to him, he was already talking about starting his own company while still in college. He was definitely going to be a CEO. You didn't even give him a chance to achieve anything with me. That's when I knew I had to make him mine. I didn't plan to steal your boyfriend from the start. At first, it was just curiosity, like window shopping. Window shopping? He's a person, not a handbag. As your childhood friend, I just wanted to make sure he was good enough for you. Thanks, but no thanks. Well, I successfully got myself a man with potential, and I'll keep dating him until we get married, and I can enjoy my luxurious life. And what happens if he doesn't become rich? Then I'll find someone better. But for now, he's perfect. You got dumped, so don't get in the way of my happiness. You interfered with my happiness, but now you're telling me not to interfere with yours? That's different. What I did was for love. Love of money, maybe. Well, not that you could do anything anyway. You were just boyfriend and girlfriend, so it's not like you can sue for damages or anything serious. I wouldn't sink that low. If you're bitter about it, try to be happier than me, though I doubt you can. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Please don't bother me. You're being dramatic again. We're childhood friends. We were childhood friends. Fine by me. Goodbye then. And thanks for the boyfriend, you dummy. I hope you're happy with your choices, Mary. I am. And I'll be even happier when he's successful. Blocking you now. Whatever. You'll regret cutting ties with me when I'm rich and famous. Sarah, I got your wedding invitation. Of course I checked attending and just dropped it in the mailbox. Thanks, Anna. I was actually nervous about sending it. Nervous? Why? After everything that happened in college, I'm always a bit anxious about big life events. Don't let the past hold you back. This is your time to be happy. I really struggled with who to invite to the wedding, so I'm happy you're coming. We'll cover your travel expenses, so please come and enjoy yourself. Oh, you don't need to do that. You're being too generous. Please let us. It means a lot to have you there. You don't need to worry about that. We've been friends since high school. Since we were in the same class in 9th grade, so about 10 years. Oh gosh, we're getting old. Stop that. I'm still holding on to my 20s. Aren't we all? Your fiancé is such a catch, though. I still can't believe how you two met. Through mutual friends at that charity event. It feels like destiny. Much better destiny than some people we know. Anna? Sorry, I shouldn't bring up old wounds. By the way, who else are you inviting? I only know about our usual group of friends. Yeah, we're keeping the guest list small. I'm only inviting my 3 close friends from college, since we've all been together since high school and university. So you're not inviting Mary then? Mary? I thought maybe since she was your childhood friend, but yeah, probably best not to invite her. I haven't thought about her in years. Yeah, I wouldn't want to think about her either. I cut ties with her after that incident and haven't contacted her since. Same here. I blocked her on everything after what she did to you. I thought so. I haven't been in touch either. Actually, there's a rumor that she disappeared from town after graduation. Wait, what? She moved to the city with that boyfriend she stole from me. Oh, right. Chasing that CEO dream of hers. I don't think anyone's been in contact with her since then. At least no one in my circle has contacted her. Then maybe that other rumor isn't true either. What other rumor? I probably shouldn't say anything. Anna, please, if it's something I should know. Well, there's a rumor going around that someone spotted Mary back in town. Is that just a rumor? Ellie said she saw someone who looked like her at the shopping mall. Could be anyone though, right? I'm not sure, but maybe she broke up with that guy and came back home. I don't want to see her. I wouldn't want to meet her now either, especially not with your wedding coming up. What do you mean? I know this might sound harsh, but after she stole your boyfriend and then sent those awful messages to you without a proper apology, all of us were really angry. I was really happy that you all got angrier than I did. It helped me stay level-headed and move on without dwelling on it. That's because we saw how much it hurt you, even though you tried to hide it. Ancient history now. Any guy who would choose such an airhead isn't worth it. Your current fiancé is so much better. If I had to get my ex-boyfriend stolen to end up marrying my current fiancé, then I guess that really was destiny. Now that's the kind of destiny I can believe in. Thanks for always being there, Anna. If the rumor about her being back in town is true, she'll probably try to cause trouble again, so be careful. You really think she would? After all this time? People like that don't change easily. Thanks for telling me, Anna, but you don't have to worry. This town is pretty big with lots of people, and I don't live near my parents' house anymore, so I probably won't run into her by chance. Still, maybe we should warn your fiancé, just in case. I don't want to worry him over a rumor. I hope not, but if anything happens, call me right away. Whether you need advice or just want to vent, I'm here for you. Thank you. That means a lot. And Sarah, maybe we should keep the wedding venue details private for now. You think that's necessary? Better safe than sorry. I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay, I trust your instincts. Let's focus on making your wedding perfect. Yes, let's. Want to help me pick out flowers next weekend? Absolutely. Send me the time and place. So, you were still cooped up in the same old town after all. I went to your parents' house as soon as I got back, but they said you were living somewhere else by yourself. So, I tracked you down. So, the rumors about you coming back were true? Oh? Were there rumors going around about me? I'm practically famous. More like infamous. Don't be mean. Is that any way to welcome back your childhood friend? Why now? And I don't understand why you'd go looking for me. Because I had something I wanted to ask you. I'm not interested. You're getting married, right? And that handsome guy I saw with you today is the groom. You've been following me? Following is such an ugly word. I prefer checking up on an old friend. What? As your childhood friend, you should tell me when you're getting married and introduce me to your future husband too. Tell you? Introduce you? I don't need to do any of that with you, Mary. Remember when we used to plan our weddings as kids? That was before you showed your true colors. Don't be like that. He was well dressed and looked like he works at a good company. An elite businessman from what I could see. How is he? Am I right? Stop watching us. I'm not watching. I just happened to see you both at that fancy restaurant. I'm not telling you anything. Even if you don't tell me, I'll find out everything myself. Are you threatening me? Threatening? I'm just showing interest in your life. Stop it. Stop sneaking around and prying. Well, if you don't want me snooping around, just tell me. Your fiancé, where does he work? That's none of your business. Just so you know, I can find out really quickly. Don't forget, this is my hometown too. Green Company. No way. Seriously? That's like a major international corporation. It's super hard to get in there, and everyone who works there is elite. Why do you care? Come on, share more. What's his position? His salary must be amazing. His mother is French, and he spent his early childhood in France, so he's fluent in the language. He's using those skills working at an international company. That's like the ultimate catch. I thought he was just good looking, but he's half French too. Stop acting so interested. And elite. I just looked it up. The average salary at Green Company is insane. Is that all you care about? They pay this much even to new graduates? How did a plain Jane like you manage to land such a perfect guy? We had a mutual friend. That's like how celebrities meet. You really hit the jackpot. He's not a jackpot. He's a person. A very rich person. Don't do anything to cause him trouble. Don't worry, I'll just seal him away before you start any drama. What? I think I'll steal your fiancé, just like I did in college. You haven't changed at all. Speaking of which, what happened to that boyfriend? Who? Oh, that boyfriend I stole? Well, he did start his company and become CEO while still in college, which was great, but his income never increased and the lifestyle was totally different from what I expected, so I dumped him. Is that why you came back home? Don't judge me. Small business CEOs are basically nobodies. You're unbelievable. Exactly. Anyway, stealing him from you will be super easy. Even easier than stealing your college boyfriend. You seem confident. This time, I'll be taking your fiancé. Try to steal him if you can. Oh, you're confident? I just think it's probably impossible. You underestimate me. I've gotten even better at this. Better at being horrible? Well, just so you don't regret it later, I'll tell you when I'm going to do it. On your wedding day. My wedding day? But I haven't told you anything about my wedding. How do you know when it is? I found out when your wedding is from Anna's social media. You've been stalking my friends too. She's my friend too. And there's only one place around here that does weddings, so I'm looking forward to it. You really should stop. On your wedding day, I'll steal your fiancé from you romantically, boldly, and passionately. You'll regret this, Mary. The only one who'll have regrets is you, just like last time. Happy stealing day! Even the weather is perfect. It's like God is blessing my plans. What are you doing? Getting ready for my grand entrance. I've already arrived at the wedding venue. It's so fancy. Have you really? First, I'll go to the bride's waiting room and say hi and laugh at how you look in your tacky wedding dress. You really think you'll be able to get in? Of course, I'm already in the parking lot. Once your fiancé sees me in my beautiful white dress, there's no doubt that he'll fall in love with me and dump you on the spot. What? You really came? All the way to Hawaii? Huh? Hawaii? What are you talking about? Well, you said you arrived at the venue. I mean, it's still hours before the ceremony starts, but I'm surprised that you're so determined. Wait a minute. What's this about Hawaii? I'm looking at Waikiki Beach right now. Beautiful morning. Your wedding is at the biggest venue in our hometown, right? I mean, it's the only place around here. What made you think that? Stop lying. I checked Anna's social media. But did she mention where it would take place? By the sounds of things, you just jumped to conclusions when she posted the date. My wedding is a destination wedding in Hawaii. Hawaii? You're lying. Look, that can't be. That photo. That's me in Hawaii right now. But Anna said she was attending the wedding. She is. She's right here with me. Anna is invited, and we're even covering her travel and accommodation expenses since it's overseas. You're kidding. We only invited our family and our close friends because it's a destination wedding. But that'll make it a more intimate and beautiful ceremony and reception. Then what about my stealing plan? About that, did you really think you could steal him from me? My fiancé. I did my research. Since running into you that day, I've been planning and executing ways to accidentally bump into him around town.
Yeah, I thought it was strange how often I kept running into you. I didn't know that you knew Sarah until she warned me about you.
Who is this?
But after Sarah explained the situation, I've been extremely careful to avoid you.
Wait, are you...
Think about it. We haven't met for the past month. I didn't want to worry Sarah during this important time before the wedding.
What do you mean?
I'm Sarah's fiancé. Well, technically her husband now since we registered our marriage before flying to Hawaii. I'm borrowing Sarah's phone to message you directly.
Oh, hi. I've been wanting to talk to you. Then let's exchange contact information. If you search for my ID on WhatsApp, you can find me and we can chat privately.
I'll have to decline.
Why? I just want to get to know you better. You're misunderstanding something. I just want to save you.
Save me?
Sarah might be hiding it well, but she's actually terrible with men, and she's a disaster at cooking, and she can't do any housework. She's not suitable as a wife. You're being deceived.
Deceived? I'm sorry, but aren't you the one trying to deceive me right now?
What?
I've heard everything from Sarah and her friend Anna and the others. About how you stole Sarah's boyfriend in college and never properly apologized.
That's a misunderstanding. I was young then. I've changed.
I've seen the messages from back then.
That's supposed to be private.
I also heard about how you insisted on living alone despite your college being within commuting distance from home. But your apartment turned into a complete mess within 6 months because you were so sloppy with the cleaning. After a year, the property management company demanded you either clean up or move out, so you had to move back home, didn't you?
You know about that too? No, that's not. I was just busy with part-time jobs and studying when I first started college.
I love my wife. I pursued her relentlessly, asked her out multiple times and finally managed to marry her. I'm so happy now. There's absolutely no way you could find any weakness in our happiness.
What's so good about a woman like her?
Unlike you, she has lots of friends who protect her.
I have friends too.
She has precious friends like Anna who went out of their way to tell me everything about the situation. They love her like a sister because of her character, because she's a wonderful woman, and I love that about her too.
Anna had no right to tell you private things. That's all in the past.
She told me everything because she values her relationship with others, because she wanted to be honest with me about the trouble she had in the past.
I value relationships. I valued our childhood friendship.
That means nothing to me. So please, stay away from my wife and me forever.
Wait, please, if we could just spend some time together, have dinner maybe, I'm sure you'd fall for me.
Another one of Sarah's attractive qualities is that she's humble and doesn't assume everyone will fall for her.
I can be humble too. Just give me a chance.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Don't ignore me. I never thought you'd go this far, Mary. I hope you properly reflect on what you've done. Why did I have to get arrested? Because you tried to break into our house while we were away. I just wanted to show off my cooking skills and housekeeping abilities by breaking and entering. I thought he'd be touched to come back from Hawaii to find a spotless house and delicious food waiting. That's insane. Mary, do you hear yourself? It would have been a nice surprise. You tried to break into our house. I'm not acting strange. I'm just taking action to make myself happy. What's wrong with that? Everything about this is wrong. You're overreacting. I wasn't going to steal anything. Look, regardless of being childhood friends, I can't overlook you trying to break into our house after being rejected by my husband. It wasn't breaking in. I was just trying to get inside. We've shared the security camera footage with the police, filed a stalking report, and had you sign a legal restraining order. Those papers don't mean anything. Just because they made me sign some papers with lawyers doesn't mean I agree with it. Signing it means you agreed to it. What? Whatever. Right now, my parents are watching me and I can't leave the house. But I'll steal him soon enough. Well, I guess your parents made the right choice then. My parents' choice? About taking you to stay with relatives? Stay with relatives? You know your relatives who run that factory in Kentucky. They're going to have you live and work there. Kentucky? No, you're lying. They're going to have you live and work there. Your parents said they'd promise that we won't see each other anymore since you'll be miles and miles away. Wait, that place is super far away, and it's in the middle of nowhere. There aren't even rich, handsome men there. I'll never get married. Still going on about your ridiculous standards? Why don't you focus on working properly and paying back the bail money your parents paid? They can't make me go. We and the police trusted your parents' decision and showed leniency with the bail, but a crime's still a crime. Whether you got prosecuted depends on you. Prosecuted? Well, we just got back from Hawaii, but we need to prepare for moving. Moving? Even though you'll be moving to Kentucky and will be far away, it's still the same country. We've decided to move early. We were originally planning to move in about 3 months. What are you talking about? My husband is being transferred to Europe, so I'm going with him. Europe? Yeah, I'm not going to bother telling you where. Well, even if I did, we'll probably never see each other again. Take care, Mary. Goodbye. You can't do this to me! You did this to yourself, Mary. Goodbye. Forever. I blocked her number immediately. I didn't want to give her any chance to try messaging me again. Before we left for Europe, she was taken to Kentucky. Her parents were surprisingly firm about it. I guess they'd finally had enough of her behavior too. By the way, she was caught before actually entering the house, so there was no substantial damage and prosecution was suspended. The security system we installed after Anna warned us about Mary being back in town really paid off. The cameras caught her trying to pick the lock. She'd apparently been watching YouTube videos about it. Can you believe that? Nevertheless, with the restraining order we exchanged and the physical distance, I don't think she can approach us in the future. My husband's company has been incredibly understanding about expediting our transfer to Europe. I think they were concerned about having an unstable person targeting one of their executives. Currently, Mary is apparently working and living at her relative's factory. Anna's cousin lives in the same area and sometimes sends updates. I haven't even heard rumors about her getting a boyfriend or getting married. The factory is in such a rural area that there really aren't many young people around. Maybe that's for the best. Sometimes I think back to our childhood, how we used to share everything, how we promised to be each other's bridesmaids. It's sad how things turned out, but I've learned that sometimes the people we grow up with aren't meant to grow old with us. The friends who stick by you through hard times, like Anna, those are the ones who matter. My husband and I are happy in Europe. We're expecting our first child next year. Anna visits us regularly. She's going to be the godmother. Life has a funny way of working out. Sometimes losing what you thought you wanted leads you to what you really needed. This is the last time I'll talk about this. It's time to close this chapter completely and focus on the future. After all, that's what moving forward really means.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.